Hey there traders, thanks for joining me for this free video from thestockbandit.com. And I just want to do a index kind of overview here. It's the thing that we always do on Sundays here as we begin a brand new week of trading. Looking ahead, we know that there's such high correlation for individual stocks to move in tandem or at least in sympathy with the overall market. This is really where the trading plan begins for the week. Where are we in the market? What's been taking place? What levels do we need to pay attention to? And then obviously that helps us to a great extent to find some individual stocks in turn and create a trading plan along with that. So last week was an interesting week. We had kind of been creeping our way higher again, and so we've now put together like 8 weeks here of just continuous steady upside. Not every single week was a positive week. In fact, last week was a slightly negative week, but overall this uptrend channel has persisted here for 8 weeks running now, and now we're counting. So last week we were slightly positive until a little bit of a hiccup on Friday. We pulled back here again, though, on some reduced volume, and all that did was leave the Nasdaq kind of right smack dab in the middle of these two parallel trend lines that are marking the pace of this uptrend channel. By the way, if you're not watching this video in full screen and on the HD setting, which is the 720p setting, go ahead and shift to that. You'll get much better quality. But the Nasdaq essentially had run up to the upper end of its channel the prior Friday and then just needed to put in some lateral movement to kind of stay within the channel, and it has done so. So upside, the level to be watching is the upper end of this channel. That's around 29.50. To the downside, we've got an unfilled gap right here from the previous Friday going into the day before close on Thursday right there, the 2nd of February. But that level right there really corresponds with this lower uptrend line, which is at 28.59. So if we do pull back, we've got that gap we could fill. We've got this lower trend line that we might possibly test, and we'll just continue to keep an eye on that. And for the S&P 500, this index broke a 2-week uptrend line. But again, that's not a broken uptrend. It's just a broken uptrend line. We still have higher lows in place, and this thing has still been working its way higher, not only in the very near term, but in the intermediate term with this, again, 8-week run off this last little pullback here, this December 19th low. So the S&P also spent considerable time closing around this 13.15 level a couple of weeks ago. If we do continue pulling back, I would expect to see that level get tested right there, 13.15, and then beneath that, obviously we've got that major level at 12.94 going back well into last year. So it served both as support and resistance a number of occasions since last February. So that's kind of the next level to watch. And by the way, on the upside, if we do lift again, we've come into this 1350 zone, a spot that I've pointed out here in recent weeks. And then beyond that, we've got the 52-week high at 1370. So should we happen to base and then lift from here, those are going to be the upside levels to watch as well. For the Dow, we've got this index really kind of unable to really get free of this 52-week high. After clearing it last week, it hesitated some and then gave it back up on Friday with an 89-point decline. Nothing major. We didn't finish on the low of the day, nor did we see volume expand with that sell-off. So again, just trying to rest here. Short term, we get back through this 12.924. That would obviously mark another 52-week high, and then the next level to watch is going to be back from 2008, from May of 08, and that's 13.136. Not a major level, just the next level on the chart. Should we happen to pull back, this uptrend line that goes back to the October low, and then obviously has another valid touch right there in late November, right after Thanksgiving. So this is a valid uptrend line, and it currently sits just shy of 12,400. So if we pull back, we've got that level to come into, as well as 12.3, which may also serve as some support. So we'll just continue to keep an eye on things. And then finally is the Russell 2000, which on Friday sold off about 1.5%. It did fill this gap right here from the prior Thursday's close. And again, that's really right there at that 813 level. It's actually a spot I pointed out for subscribers in the member area. So we've also got this uptrend line right here, which stands about 806. If we undercut that, then we're going to have to start looking a little bit lower for where the Russell might pull back to or correct to. And the next logical spot on my list is going to be just shy of this 775 area. Remember this 772, which we saw so many times last year? That's still a very valid level. In fact, it goes back into late 2010. But this 772 has served as both support and resistance. So if we do happen to pull back, I think that's a logical spot to possibly come back and test. We'll just keep an eye on things and watch things as they develop. So again, thanks for watching this video. I will have more for you soon. Make it a great week and trade like a bandit.